Howdy. This is my live reaction and reply to Markiplier's That Dragon Cancer. Now, this is one of the very rare times where he does a long play, and we're looking at about nearly 2 hours, so exactly 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 3 seconds to be exact. So what I'm gonna do is, since I have about 2 hours and 48 minutes, is after the video, I'm going to give my reply and my own personal experience with cancer. Unlike the FouseyTube live reaction video, I'm not going to pause every 5 minutes and say what's on my mind. Instead, I'm going to let the audio play, and I'm just going to let whatever emotion come out. Before the Great Reset, I'm calling it that, I did a live reaction reply to That Dragon Cancer on when Jacksepticeye played it, and it was extremely tough for me, and I did the reaction afterwards. So, again, I'll link Markiplier's channel as well as the video in the description below. I probably still need to do it to the FouseyTube one, but without further ado, let's begin. Holy shit. This is gonna be a tough one, so without further ado, let's do this.
Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to That Dragon Cancer. Now, you guys have wanted me to play this for a long time, and I've wanted to play it too. It's just that I have a very close relationship with the topic of this game, and that is obviously cancer. Not me personally, but my dad had cancer when I was about 18 years old, and he died from it. And I'm not saying that's put me off from playing it. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not afraid to approach these topics. It's just that I wanted to take the time to make sure that I could approach it with the right mindset, and I could go into it with the right attitude, and I could take the time to sit down and really appreciate every nook and cranny of this game for what it is. Because it's less of a game and more of an experience, because this is based on a true story. This is about a family whose child has gone through cancer. I believe their son at a very young age, they got sick, and this is about their story of going through this experience. And I know that many of you out there have probably gone through something similar to this, if not you yourself have gone through something to deal with cancer, because it's kind of the one big unifying thing. It's the one big unifying tragedy that I think we can all relate to, as opposed to just death itself. But cancer is something that, if you look around in your circle, you have a family member or a friend who has been through this, and it's an ordeal. It's more than just the name of what the disease is. It's about the entire way that it changes the lives of everyone involved. It's a huge subject, and it's something that I wanted to go into and treat with respect. Not for my sake. Like, it's not about me. It's not about my experience with it. It's about treating this with respect for everyone that has ever gone through something like this. So, that being said, this video is going to be a bit different. It's going to be completely uncut. This video is not monetized. I didn't want to profit off of something like this. And I wanted to support the developers as well. I want to make sure that the the developers get credit for what they have done here and the thing that they have made. So I believe they have a tip jar. I'll be chipping into that as well. And I hope you guys can reach out to the developers and thank them for making something like this. And it's almost everyone, it's critically acclaimed. It's good experience, and I know some of you have seen it already, and I want to go into this with like a fresh head, a fresh pair of eyes, a completely open understanding of what this life is about. Because in a game is an experience where usually, typically, you have fun. Oh, that's a pleasant opening. Bread on the water. You have fun and you're enjoying yourself, and the game itself is... the experience for the sake of the experience. But this is a story for the sake of a game? I don't know if that's even a correct way of putting that, but at its heart, it's a story, and a relatable story.
Okay, let's try this.
Because a game is about immersion. Is this told from the perspective of a duck? This game is about immersion, and just like any good story, you have to relate to the characters involved. And that means approaching it with the right mindset. So either way, I'll get into the game now. Oh, I am a duck. Why am I a duck? I'm assuming that's a family I can hear over there. Oh, meh. Yeah. Oh, and also you guys may have noticed, hello Brad, I'm gonna get you. You guys may have noticed that I'm not in Cincinnati. I was originally gonna be in Cincinnati to do a charity live stream this weekend, and I wanted to be able to do that, but unfortunately I didn't have enough time. It's the constant curse of my life. I don't have enough time because next week I'm going to San Diego for Comic-Con, and I just didn't have enough to... Oh, sorry, you just tried to eat nothing there. I didn't have enough time to go to Cincinnati and see my family and come back, which is something that I really wanted to do, and I wanted to make this weekend about charity. But thankfully it already is, because Revel Mode is actually doing a charity with Crisis Text Line, and I'll put this all in the description below so you can find out more about it. And I wanted to also take an opportunity in this game to, you know, raise awareness for that as well. So all that's in the... Oh. So all that's in the description. I'll get to the game now.
Isaac, you gotta give him little pieces. He doesn't understand. Here's the job. Here's the piece. Okay, now you start.
We're almost 5, right? Yeah. What? But he can't talk.
It's true.
You always can talk. Why can't you?
He got sick right after he turned 1. So he's just slower than most kids. Eventually you get that.
You think you're Oh, of course. It's just story.
Yes.
You're supposed to be a boy. Like he's a baby. He's a boy.
Yeah, he's a boy baby. It's just about right. You know, there's lots of things Joel isn't good at, but there's some things he is good at. What is he good at?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't make him laugh.
You are good at making him laugh. How do you make him laugh?
I fall down.
Yeah. He's really funny when you fall down.
You could do it, Boy Rose.
Oh, this is gonna be
Yeah, I
heartbreaking.
want to make sure that I don't get in the way of the dialogue, because that is the main story of this game, is told through the dialogue. And I imagine it's going to be one of those games where you're along for the ride. Because, like I said before, this is based on a true story.
Wow.
And you don't want to get in the way.
In cups, that. And the warm, wet tongues in the pool for dogs. Maybe just
Oh, dogs.
was a section. And lone kisses. And more. Always. This fullness
hey. So pressing W doesn't go forward. Hello? Oh. Oh. What? Well, I'm not sure. That was interesting. I'm not sure what that was about. Did I do something wrong? And were they talking about us, the audience, or were they talking about people in their real lives? Yeah. Because I don't know how directly this translates from the true story. It might, but the only people that would know are the people that have actually gone through the experience themselves. What is that? Well, that's a little out of place. That's probably not good. Ugh. It's a black nothingness. Again, are they talking about me? Because I think I can understand. I mean, given time, anyone can understand anything, but that was a little bit bizarre. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the game as far as the game itself goes, because it's useless to compare this to any other game. It's useless to try to put our language about video games into what this game is. It's a heavy subject you're talking about.
Is hope without a word? Who is God? What is joy?
There's something over there. Can I see that? Ooh. What are those things? Well, I think I have a feeling of what those things is. Man. I hope that becomes clearer later, because right now I'm a little confused. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those brambles represent what cancer is. I mean, of course, cancer has a lot of different imagery, and there's a lot of different types of cancer, but almost universally, like, we all understand the concept, and it's always bad news, no matter which way you slice it. Oh, man. Oh, I don't want to go back. I don't need to backtrack. Oh, man. I imagine that's... Ooh.
Dad.
Oh, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Oh. They must be talking about me. They must be. Maybe they're making fun of my keen sense of exploration. And this is what I meant when I said I wanted to take the utmost time with this. Because I've never seen this game before. I've purposefully avoided the majority of this game and like what it is and what it represents. And ooh, that's a narrow path over there. And I'm going into this for completely the first time. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention in the main menu it said continue game. I only loaded it up to make sure I knew how it worked first before I actually went into the game. So, oh man, there's a bunch of little Joels. Again, I imagine this is Joel, right? Oh.
What do you think, Isaac? He's in a hospital, so they're taking care of him. And that's how he gets his food? His food goes do that too. Yeah. You want to touch him? Yeah. That's cute.
Ready? Set. Go.
is the only casual observation I'll make about this game as far as the aesthetic goes. Because I don't want to mock it, because it was a small team, and obviously they worked with what they had, and the animations are very good. But also, I wonder... Oh, sorry. My bad. I wonder if, like, the making... Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. I was a little too early on that one. Okay, there we go. But I really wonder if, like, the design of Joel is intentional, because he's a little disconcerting, almost, to have this faceless person. Whereas the dad has glasses, beard, and facial features and all that stuff. So I wonder if that's intentional to make it a little offsetting. Because I imagine the reason that, you know, Joel doesn't have hair is because he's gone through chemotherapy and... Oh. How fast can you go? Because Joel's been through chemotherapy, and obviously, even children, they lose their hair when they lose their hair. And that's just... I don't know. Again, I don't want to make too many observations like that because it's not important. Or maybe it is important, but it's not important that I take note of it to point out to you guys of what it is. So, let's keep moving forward. I don't want to, like, interject too often in this with my train of thought because I'm afraid I'll get all scatterbrained and then I'll be all over the place and I'll never actually finish a thought. Because, again, I will yield to the game telling a story. Am I supposed to... Oh, I thought... Oh, wow. Where did Joel go? Oh, there's Joel. Oh, man. Because, again, the story of this game takes precedence, but also I wanted to let you guys know about the things that I've been through in my life and my relation to these experiences, and I want to, like, show that unique perspective. Because I may have said at the beginning this is like a unifying experience, but also everyone... Oops, sorry, I'll be right back, Joel. I didn't mean to do that. I also wanted to, you know, show that just because one person has been through this doesn't mean that it's the same experience that many people have had. And other things that people have gone through don't often relate, you know, exactly. Am I not supposed to be here yet? Ooh. Wait. Oh. Hang on, wait. There was like some wind that drifted back and kind of went that way. I think it was just a minor bug in the game where, I don't know, I must have done things in the wrong order, no? Oh, come on. I think I've encountered a bug. Sorry, I said this was gonna be uncut, but I gotta get out of this real quick. Oop, there we go. Oh, whoa, hang on, I think I got something. Oh.
Hey babe, just sent it at the doctor. Now they think that baby is throwing up all the time because he has acid reflux, so they gave me a medication, give it to Joel, and they said we have to give it these 3 full days, but that if he's still throwing up after that, then we can come back. And I mentioned the head tilt thing again, even though they keep saying it's not related, but we always have to mention that one weird outlying thing. So I told them how his head was tilted to the right, but they still say that that's probably not related at all. So, yes, we'll just give this a try. I don't know, I'll tell you more about it.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure how I managed to get through. I still can't interact with Joel on the slide here. I would have liked to got through that, but I literally can't do anything else. I had to restart, and then even Joel on the merry-go-round I can't interact with anymore, so I'm hoping that this isn't a persistent bug that's going to follow me through this, because I don't want anything to really get in the way of this experience. Oh no. Oh, the music shifted too. I think we know what this is all about. Now, they said that Joel got sick when he was younger, too. Like, when he was 1, did they say? So this is after that? Oh, man. Oh. Well, that's unpleasant. Whoa, what the hell? What was that? Oh, I know what that was. now we know what the blackness represents. I mean, obviously it was going to be cancer from the get-go. But
Fear is cancer's preservative. Cancer's embalming oil. And you, accuser, are fear's oil sins. Fear's snake. A serpent. A dragon who snuffed out coal on his breath, molten, talons broken from the struggle to free yourself of your own skin.
welcome to the game.
As I said, this is going to be really
I
tough.
get what that was now, the shadow flowing overhead. It's obviously a dragon, because hence the name of the game. So now we really get to the heart of the matter. And again, I don't want to reiterate too many points, but I still cannot imagine what it's like to have to go through this if you're a parent seeing your child like this, because I'm not a parent. I can't even imagine what it's like to be a parent. I wouldn't make that assumption because I'm not even close to that point in my life, but still, I just can't imagine. Like the pain and like
Max,
the
you dick.
bartering.
Stop it. Oh shit.
better than he's supposed to be able to. Because I know, like, it's supposed to be moderate to severe hearing loss, but sometimes, like today, he hears music playing before I do. So I saw him dancing, and I had to look around to hear that a song was playing. And I just don't, like, if his hearing loss is that bad, I can't imagine. I don't know, I just wonder about it. Anyway, call me later. Bye.
I just know, like, I don't know. Again, I can't relate to this experience, and I don't want to make the assumption that I do. What does this mean? What, am I supposed to do something? No? Oh boy. I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Apparently what I did